Leos. Leos represent self-confidence. That's why they get the Strength card. Leos, what's happening? This is your February 2021 reading with myself, Rachel Stebbins Navy, aka Villaggio Strega. If you'd like to check out my Facebook page, see all my custom crafts and goodies and fragrances and therapeutics, and I'm teaching some journey workshops, shamanistic journey workshops here for the month of February. So we can all get a little bit grounded, have a little bit more unity in our lives, right? So Leo, bear in mind, this is a general reading, and it will not resonate for everyone, so take what does and leave the rest. It's looking beautiful so far. Looks like there's some decisions, choices being had here the first week. Of course, if you would like a more in-depth reading, Leo, you know where to find me. My information is either in the description below or the About section of my channel, and hopefully both places, but I'm having a little technical difficulties here and there. And please, 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 because I am so grateful for you all who do, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps. It helps to keep it going if you want to see more. Okay, couple. All right, beautiful. We'll change the angle here in just a moment, too, for you, Legal. But coming out with the Two of Pentacles energy, the Three of Cups, and your Three of Wands. Ooh, 3-3. Okay, 3-3-3. Because I've got the Three of Pentacles the next week. There's a angel number for you, sacred geometry for you. 3-3-3. Beautiful. Page of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Ten of Swords the next week. Wheel of Fortune, upright. Eight of Pentacles for your advice. And, yes, Nine of Wands for week 3. Aquarius card of the Star card energy. Beautiful. These are pretty birds. I love all your chatter birds. Thank you. Yeah, you're gonna help me out here, huh? Uniqueness. Speaking of uniqueness, being your unique self, Leo. That's what that's talking about towards the end of the month. Your challenge. What do we got here? 2 more, please. For Leo, what does Spirit want Leo to know for the month of February 2020? What does Leo need to know? What's their advice, please? 2021. I said 2020, didn't I? Just then. It's 2021. I do apologize, Leo. Here we go. There we go. We got 6 of Pentacles for your advice. Being generous. Okay. 7 of Cups. Oh. Okay. What's the potential outcome? For week 4. Week 4. What's the potential outcome for week 4 for Leo, please? February 2021. I'm loving this sunshine. And it's perfect because I'm doing summer energy readings. Summer signs, rather. Just did Cancer. If y'all know a Cancer or you're a cusper, it could be a rough month. It ends well, though. You got to have faith. I'm going to go back and retitle that one. Because that one's really about believing in the dream. When times get tough. Yes, do what's best for yourselves there, Cancers. If you're cross watchers or a cusper, well, you got a strong Cancer placement in your chart. Because it might get a little shaky there for a moment. But do what's best for you. Stay focused and you believe in the dream because you're manifesting. Cancer's got to let go of their doubts. Emotional saps they are. There it is. Oh, we got 2. Blessed be. Okay. Leos. 7 of Cups keeps wanting to come out, I guess. You know that this means there's a little bit of confusion in the air this month, and maybe because I was just talking about that damn cancer situation going on, but there's a little bit of confusion going on for you summer signs, apparently. And You may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed this month. You may be feeling like there's so many options, so many opportunities. There's a lot of emotional kind of, what's going on? But Mercury's in retrograde, so what do you expect? That's how that works. Damn retrogrades mess everybody up. Good news is they're messed up for a reason, and they come back around and things get to be where they're supposed to be. So, my Leos, let's look at this. We got Two of Pentacles for your challenge for week 1. Yeah, that's the balancing act of you see a problem coming and you're making this choice about it. There's a choice involved, of course, with Two of Pentacles energy. The choice, in fact, often is something where emotional stuff meets finance stuff, because it is a Pentacles, because it is tangible things. Could have to do with family and finance as well, but it's typically something where you need to find a balance. Maybe you're working too much because you're after that money. Maybe you're not working enough and you're not making the money. You know, that sort of thing is going on. Your advice card is, although, is just stay positive with it. Stay happy. You can have a little celebration here and there if you're working hard, of course, and even if you're not, sometimes a little celebration doesn't hurt to change that energy to move things forward in a more positive direction. Just celebrating with having a little joy, friends, family kind of thing going on. And you may be stepping into a more leadership role the beginning of the month here, Leo, which doesn't surprise me. Leos are very good leaders. This is a Three of Wands energy, and here's those threes again. So if you're looking at sacred geometry, look at your threes, three threes for the angel number here. This is someone who's watching the ships come in. Maybe you're seeing the fruits of your labor. Maybe the challenge was to recognize, you know, all this hard work is finally paying off. Maybe you're celebrating a little bit and being advised to anyways. But you're like, okay, I've got this. You have more responsibility with the situation. You have more direction with things, more understanding with things, and you're pretty passionate about it. You may be really enjoying what you're doing, or headed in that direction after making this decision over here. There, Leos. Week 2, well, Now, you may be dealing with somebody a little bit immature this week, who, or you yourself, may be challenged to kind of like pursue these new passions and ideas you've been having. Page of Wands energy is someone who has a lot of ideas and great potential, but they lack the performance at times. And sometimes they need a little sounding board, a little counsel to kind of sort things out and give them a nudge in the direction that they need a little clarity on, need a little bit more oomph with, to get them moving forward with something. For many of you, you may be returning to school. We have Three of Pentacles here. Three of Pentacles, of course, represents some sort of apprenticeship, some sort of learning a skill, trade, or craft. But learning from a master, learning from someone who's well versed in their field, and you taking the time to really do it right. So while you're propelling, or you're getting that nudge to like, okay, I have to act on this, your advice is definitely to like seek more knowledge about the situation. And it affects your finance too. There, Leo. It's something that like, okay, you're getting more experiential knowledge, or you're getting more academic knowledge because you want more finance, of course. And it's something you're really passionate about. Something is coming to an end, though. There is a completion of a cycle. We've got this Ten of Swords energy. Maybe it's something that was buzzing on your mind. Maybe all this thinking about what you wanted to do over here is finally like, oh gosh, I'm glad I finally went for it. Glad that weight was kind of lifted now that you're actively doing it. So maybe the intrusive thoughts like, I got to get this done, I should do this, is over, is really what I'm picking up from this scenario. But if it's not, it's simply indicating like, okay, something is definitely coming to an end that was on your mind and you had been thinking about. Now, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Hi, Gigi. Wheel of Fortune here. with your upright. So you're getting a stroke of luck here in week 3. And yes, it is indeed about refining that craft and mastering a skill. So here again, we're seeing a 9 of Wands energy too. Here again, we're seeing someone who's really refining their craft, who's getting more knowledge, getting more experience, repetition in what they're doing, and it's really starting to pay off for them. They're gathering their resources. We've got 9 of Wands here as a potential outcome for this week. So Leos, you're gathering your resources. It's kind of like you worked hard. It may be a labor of love kind of scenario. But you're starting to reap the rewards. Now, you have to be careful that you're not getting a little sloppy with it, though. You don't want to do things over and over and over and then skip steps or, miss a piece with it. Because if you do something long enough, sometimes people tend to take shortcuts with things. So this is advising you not to take shortcuts as much as it is keeping your craft refined. Again, stroke of luck's coming in. Make sure you count your blessings and show some gratitude for it coming in week 3 here. But 9 of Wands energy also is, again, following those passions. But it's kind of like after you've been through a scenario where it's like, oh, God, I'm glad that's over kind of thing. Or maybe it's not completely over yet. You're just kind of recuperating for a moment. Again, gathering your resources, maybe getting others on board with you so that you can clearly and very vigorously go after what it is that you're pursuing here. Now, I've seen it represented in other decks where there's definitely a battle of sorts. There's definitely some sort of indication that it's been exhausting. You may have felt exhausted for a while. You may feel like all your hard work is not really paying off, is what I'm collecting from these two. So again, it's that moment of like, okay, I can breathe now, taking time to recuperate, recognizing after, a moment of pause that you still have strength to continue forward. And that's really the main message I'm seeing with week 3 for you. Week 4, I love this, Leo, because you've got the Aquarius energy. Yes, that's Aquarius energy. It's the star card, of course. You may be dealing with an Aquarius, but this is like the hopes and dreams card. This is knowing your place in the universe. This is you being authentic, you showing the world how bright you can shine there, Leo. And it comes with its own blessing. You may find that you can be a little bit more generous with your time, with your finance, or that some sort of act of generosity is being gifted to you by week 4 for many of you as well. Because you have the 6 of Pentacles energy here. Now, this is just not only the tangible things in this particular instance, but it also speaks of like being generous of time towards others, this is just a beautiful thing. So you may be showing the world or showing someone you love, showing your community, something like that, just how unique and special you are. Justice is here as well as the 3 of Swords. So let's talk about these by themselves just for a moment. Now we know 3 of Swords, of course, is one of the cards of grief and sorrow. But often it's something that's self-harming. The beautiful part about it is that it's upright. And while you're letting go, perhaps there was a third-party relationship involved. Perhaps it was just something that was just causing you so much mental anguish for so long. And I have to say that all 4 threes are in this reading. It's you moving on, you recognizing it, acknowledging it, and choosing to move away from it. In other words, the karmic cycle has ended. Justice is being served. This is what it's looking like towards the end of the month. And I got a feeling there, Leo, it is because of you finally realizing you're your own shining star. And that certainly comes with its own blessings. I got to let the dog in just a moment. Right? You coming back in? You gonna be a good girl and be quiet? All right. So, to recap, this was your overall energy, 7 of Cups, right? It can be a little bit confusing. It certainly can be a little unnerving. It can be a little overwhelming when you're starting a new cycle or you're like, you're being true to yourself. You're being your authentic self. There may be a lot more options than you had previously been aware of. If you're going for a higher commitment in your education or some sort of entrepreneurship experience, that too can be a little bit scary, a little overwhelming at times. But the help you need and the support you need is truly there for you, Leo. You may be finding that, you need to go inward for a while. That's that Four of Swords recuperation or moment of pause here with your Ten of Swords energy, the end of a cycle, that Three of Swords energy moving forward. And you may be finding that, okay, in Aquarius, of course, your own inner light shines bright. This is you connecting with spirit. This is also Virgo energy. You may be dealing with some Virgos or have it strongly in your chart, maybe a cusper. Being introspective about something. Then, so this is kind of leading into this with all this confusion, perhaps here at the start of the month or by week 2. You're like, okay, give me just a moment to kind of collect myself, really think this through, or really connect with yourself, what it is that you really want, and then you're after it. Then you're like, okay, now I know. You get some clarity on the situation here, Leo, and you go for it. You've got the swift, very, very methodical, very, I don't want to say logical, because sometimes the Knight of Swords could be a little reckless at times, but determined nonetheless. So you've got this energy of determination about you, and you're ready to act on it, and you start moving fast. That brings you, of course, that that financial stability that you need. There is plenty of nurturing, grounded, financially secure, financially stable energy around you after you make this decision. Going back to your Two of Pentacles card, all right? You were looking for that balance. You had an idea. You had a couple of ideas, perhaps. And you're like, I may need some more information on this. That's where that Three of Pentacles comes in. And then you're like, oh, okay, now I get it. Now it's time to celebrate. Right now you're realizing, okay, I'm going to make this decision. I'm nervous and scared. I recognize I got to do something else. Something else that's coming to an end in the process, but you're moving forward on it, and that's really bringing you the abundance you need, the blessings you need. Let's see, one more. We've got, you come into your own reading. So yes, have courage. Didn't I say this at the beginning, Leo? I said Leo is the card is self-confidence, right? There's your card. Leo energy is represented by the Strength card. Strength, courage. It's not an independent strength, though. You're co-creating with spirit, Leo. So all that nobility, all that self-confidence is because you get to a point where you're able to recognize, wait a minute, I don't have to do this on my own, or that you're somehow, you relate to more things in the universe. You relate to more things in your environment because you yourself are pulling forward your confidence, what makes you special, what makes you unique. So, okay. So I don't think I have to clarify anything here. I think that's pretty clear for you, Leos. I think that's very beautiful. Looks like it's going to be a very, a very new experience, perhaps, or very fulfilling is what I want to say, month for you, Leos. I'm not going to take that because it kind of was my sloppy hands rather than anything else. I will take this. Yeah, I get this sense too. So, Spirit wants you to know, Goddess Irene, it says there is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. Now, how's that, Leo? That's just wonderful. And I really get that sense with your reading too, that it is going to bring you some sense of peace because it really looks like you're going to be living your most authentic life. You're pursuing something you're passionate about, and with it's coming the abundance. So blessed be. I wish you all well. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. And leave me a comment below, Leos. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you'd like a personal reading about a challenge or situation in your life. For sure. I love doing those, especially in the evenings. And blessed be. Take care, all.